Hail and well met. Welcome to Chapter 10 of Book 3 of the Westgate Irregulars campaign featuring the Dungeon Scrawlers. I am Eric Scott, the DM of this campaign, very tall person who usually forgets to talk about things that he's done. I'm going to tell you a perfect example of that. I am in an anthology that just came out a couple weeks ago that I didn't mention. I happen to have a copy of it right here, actually. It's called Dragonstorm. And it is superheroes fighting dragons. So
Ooh,
hey.
Check it out. Anyway, and I am still collecting people signing up to be part of the Westgate campaign guide on our Discord. So if you're interested, go check that out. And with that, take it away, Erin.
I'm Erin Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga, and I play Cecilia, who is a half-elf that is definitely not a warlock and definitely not an evil chronomancer from a different reality. Except sort of yes. I don't know. I just got here.
yeah.
I'm going to tell you about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons and Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Frida, Havilar, and Mahan from the Brimstone Angels saga. The game is available for PC and Mac on Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, sorry, just PlayStation, because there's more than one thing it has now, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and all Android devices. If you type in the command at the bottom of the screen, it will give you a code for an Electrum chest. Don't type the code into don't type the command into the code bar. It's not enough letters, it won't work. But type that into the chat and it will give you a code. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find out more at idlechampions.com, and you can also check out their ongoing stream on Mondays. Idle Champions presents the Trials of Mount Tiamat, which I also play in.
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held. New apartment, who dis? I apologize for the lighting. It's temporary for now. The next time that I'm back in this apartment after some traveling with family, it should be better, I hope. I play Artemisia, half-elf sorcerer who really likes lightning. I forgot about my other stuff. I'm an author who writes urban fantasies, Rhiannon Held, and space opera is RZ Held. The latest in my space opera series is the compendium volume of the first 4 novellas called Idyllian, and that's out in print and ebook right now.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. I'm a writer and a filmmaker, and I play Stong MacGuck, the barrel-chested, barrel-wearing, very hairy heir of the Murder Bear tribe. I have a short story coming out in Lightspeed magazine next week. Oh, no, not next week. Tomorrow. It drops tomorrow.
Oh my
what is
God,
time?
Time flies.
Yeah, where did October go? I don't know.
Time flies at light speed. Hey!
But yeah, it'll be free to read online, or you can purchase a copy of the magazine and check it out there. I will be linking it in the Discord probably tomorrow.
Cool. What's the name?
Fantastic.
It's called Every Single Brian, and it is a story about how we idolize our partners. A lot of cloning, a lot of murder.
Yep,
So
sounds right.
murder being the clones that didn't work out, kind of.
You got to read to find out.
Okay. Hi, I'm Stephen Merlino. I play Krabanglir, also known as Sturge, arcane trickster, actor, and god in hiding.
Maybe.
You say that every week. And yes.
I'm Emily Tang. I'm a writer and game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed in the stream are my own. I do not represent Wizards of the Coast. And I play Calith Amakir, and a burial necromancer with commitment issues.
And hi, I'm Randy Henderson. I play Rogar Battlebane, Baron, Brain Frightle, Dwarf Cleric. There you go. Okay.
Sweet. And we left off in a very dramatic moment with, well, the world that they hailed from being theoretically destroyed, or at least that's what the crazy barbarian lady said. But I know you've been waiting patiently to find out the truth, so we're going to get to the truth with only a little bit of ado. So, Yang, if you'd put up that graphic, the second one that I sent you, the one that about the portal.
Okay. Well, you got to give me a second then. Did it go to the email?
Yeah. So, I will introduce what is happening. So, in another life, Sarshan is kneeling before a fey portal, like two trees twisted together, and there is ice creeping out from around the portal. How long he has been kneeling there is not entirely clear, but the ice has reached him and started to creep up his leg and up to his shoulder, and he doesn't seem to notice. At some point in the probably distant past, Cecilia walked through that portal despite all of his attempts to stop her. Footsteps approach from behind, and he hears a twig crackling. He doesn't turn, he knows who it is. Ah, says Lilton's voice. I see. Is there something you wanted to tell me? And Sarshan just kind of like, he just stares unblinking at the portal. And Lilton says, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? Many times. And Sarshan just kind of glances up at him. And Lilton says, I thought so. Obviously, I don't remember having it, but we have had it. And we will have it again, won't we? And Sarshan looks at him, completely not understanding. Cut the man a break. His intelligence is 8. Lilton, continuing along his 4D thinking, says, there will come a time when we no longer have to have this conversation. I look forward to it. And then he pulls out his rapier. Sarshan looks at him, his eyes reflected in the rapier. And then Lilton stabs himself with the rapier and just collapses dead to the ground. And Sarshan looks at the body, looks up at the portal, and then the frost keeps traveling up him, and it reaches his eyes, which turn dull. And that's it. So,
Lilton, the drama llama.
Not the way I thought that was going to go, but okay.
hey, Yang Yang, we can put ourselves onto the Roll20 at this point, assuming I can get down to the right map. Hold on. Here we go. And another time, now to be precise, or maybe 10 minutes ago, Cecilia, you are in your dark ice cave where you send people. Yeah, don't worry, it'll update. Are you seeing the ice cave map?
Oh yes, apparently there's a map of my banishment sphere.
Great.
Interesting.
Yes, you are in the Darkened Ice Cave where you send things that you've
Trash
banished.
mobs.
That's right. The walls are partly translucent and reflective. You can see it's like the cave is carved out of a huge glacier, and you can sort of see luminous reflections through the ice into other chambers. You have realized, having been here a couple of times, that every time you banish something here, it carves a new chamber. And so you are expanding the ice cave slowly over time. You are currently in the first chamber the first chamber that existed. And standing not too far away from you is the Golden Raven. And lying on the ground between you, the two of you, is Sarshan, who appears to be not unconscious, but basically unable to act or do anything, incapacitated, which happens when you banish people here.
That.
And she has pulled off her mask to reveal your face, slightly weathered, a little bit older, darker, less put together, but definitely you.
That feels like a feat.
Possible.
Is it just like food stains everywhere and like little bits in her hair?
Her eyes are a little sunken, and the shadows under
She's
her
not
eyes are
hydrating enough.
darker. She's obviously not moisturizing at all.
See, that's very important. Artemisia knows this.
Right.
Especially if she's like 10 years older than us. Yeah, she's getting there. Don't neglect your face cream.
I think it would be
Anyway.
15 at this point, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
And so she says, hand me your mask and it will be done. You can live a peaceful life however you wish. This is not an offer I make lightly, not an offer I extend to any that I do not respect. I have no wish to harm you. I have no wish to harm that one. He has fulfilled his usefulness to me. You may have him, but only if you give me your mask. Walk away from this. Make the choice that I could not. And she holds out her hand.
Oh. So I think Cecilia is there is something tempting in a don't have to worry about anything kind of offer. But there's also a part of her that's like, if this is me, I also know that she's trying to play me like a flute. So she's gonna kind of look at her and be like, you could make me happy, but what's the catch? I mean, you're just gonna let me go. And Sarshan, and if I remember right, you've put a pretty terrible curse on Sarshan. So
I will lift that curse. As I said, he has fulfilled his usefulness to me. Don't you want him to be free?
you'd take the gate off.
Yes. It serves no further purpose. He is hopelessly in love with you. He's worthless to me now.
God, I really want to hit her in the face.
But he is not worthless to you.
You do it first.
Remove
gonna,
the
like,
curse first.
Yeah. What do you want? You could kill me right here. You got me right exactly where you want me. So if this is really an act of kindness, you start. And she's got her mask in her hand.
Okay. She raises her hands and grasps something you can't see. Well, actually, since you have your arcane sight, you can see. In fact, it's like a golden thread that appears connecting her mask, which is now lying on the ground, to Sarshan. She grabs up that strand and just snaps it.
Nizzy, I can't see his gaze, can I?
Not exactly.
Okay, but I do see it.
And
Okay.
he does kind of stiffen up and just
Okay.
What happened? And she says, you should decide. The longer I am away from my pet, the more damage you will do to that city.
I mean, I think we're already. Where would you send us?
Where would you like to go?
Well, not here.
I've heard the halfling heaven is very nice this time of year. Maybe Elysium, one of the many heavens of Elysium.
Wow. Are you talking about killing us, or do you? Can you do that?
I could send you to whatever plane you wish.
But you couldn't come to ours?
I suppose I could, but why?
I don't know. Just seems easier. So
I will not follow you if that is what you were asking. You will have nothing that I require any longer.
how did you get here?
This is the end point of our path.
So am I going to turn into this?
Not if you take my deal.
That's another appealing aspect.
Well,
She's going to look around because when she does this, there's no banishment sphere for her. And she's going to look down at Sarshan and be very glad that he's not suffering.
yep, he does. He looks up at you like confused.
I'm going to hold the mask and be like, some witches came. And I'm switching to Rashemi here. I'd be like, some witches came. They wanted this. They wanted this real bad, and I wouldn't give it to them. Because this is mine. But I think you understand this is mine. It's not his.
Yes, I do.
It
That
means
mask
a lot.
is you.
Yeah. You really know everything about me, don't you?
I know everything about me. Yes.
I feel like you forgot one tiny thing. I don't even go here, bitch. I'm gonna cast banishment on Cecilia and Sarshan.
Okay. So,
And hopefully return to the prime material plane.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'll come back for you.
okay, they blink out,
Unless-
leaving the Golden Raven alone in the ice cave. She's still holding out her hand. And she curls her fingers back closed and she says, well then, the hard way. Okay.
I've never done anything the easy way in my entire life. Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing that, yeah. Anyway, so, all right, Rogar, you find yourself falling backward through darkness. You have, your last memory was leaping in the path of this lightning bolt that was headed toward one of your friends.
Hey,
It occurs to you only now that that particular friend is resistant to lightning, typically. But, it doesn't matter. Instinct is what it is.
It's a thought that counts.
hi.
Yeah, you're falling through through various planes. This is like that time that you fell through a portal into various planes, the astral plane, from the astral plane through other places, through
Right.
limbo and whatnot. You see stars streaking past you,
Ooh.
and lights, visions, mists, explosions, all sorts of various things that are moving too fast for you to see. However, you do see a group of people. It looks like people flying through the darkness toward you from where you are going. You feel like you're almost about to hit them. And then they streak past you, or they would have streaked past you, except that one of them breaks away from their circle, just lets go of their hands,
Hi.
and they go spiraling off. And the one who let go falls toward you,
What?
and you realize when he's about to hit you that it's Ruin, and he wraps his
Whoa.
arms around you, and he says, "Got you."
Okay. Oh, hello. This is nice. I thought I'd be falling here forever by myself, but
Well, now we might be.
okay.
I don't know how this magic works, but I saw you, and I'm sorry. I needed to. I go where you go.
Well, it's not exactly where I thought we'd end up, but if we're stuck here forever, at least we're together, right?
At least that. Although I do have one place we could go. Hold on.
Okay.
And he closes his eyes and starts to think really, really hard, and light starts shining around you.
Whoa.
And okay, Cecilia,
Mhm.
you stumble out of your banishment teleportation
Mhm.
into a grove full of trees. Yang, if you want to put that up. And Sarshan appears right next to you.
Okay.
This grove isn't quite like one that you've been to in Faerun, but it seems extremely familiar to you. Like you feel very comfortable here.
Okay, except there's like a plane hopping chronomancer with my face who might be coming out any second. So I'm going to, I still have the otherworldly guys on, I think, and the axe, and I'm going to, man, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to be ready with a spell in case she pops in. But I'm also going to grab Sarshan and just kind of like pull him kind of behind me. Because I don't know how well he is.
He shakes his head to clear it. And he says, what happened? Where are we? Where?
I have no idea, but not there. Are you okay? Is the thing, is the feathers, are you? And she's going to just like throw her arms around him. Because she did think he was going to die. Yeah.
He stands there like kind of stricken for a second, and then he hugs her back, and he's very warm and comforting. And he says, "No, I'm here. I am well, not injured. My ribs are a little bit sore."
Is the gauge gone? That's the part I care about a lot. Aside from the other things. First, is she fake me out?
I couldn't say.
Damn!
Hold on. Let me say something that I shouldn't be able to say. Ask me something.
How many times have you died?
I lost count.
Okay, that's, I think, a thing you're not supposed to say. Who's the Golden Raven?
You are. Well,
I'm not.
I mean, AU is.
Okay.
AUR?
Don't think about it too hard.
AUM.
Okay. I think that's good. I think that's tested.
She was from my first life. She is when I first met you.
What
yes.
happened? She says that's just what, never mind. That's not important right now. What's important right now is I don't know where we are. And
you didn't take the deal.
No, I didn't take the deal.
Why didn't you take the deal?
I didn't because that kind of deal, that is a desperate person's kind of deal. I don't want evil chronomancer.
He draws away from you a little bit. He says, but you could have been happy.
I don't think I would have been happy. I mean, life is complicated, but I don't think that good things are going to happen to my friends if I hand over my mask and give her more power. I don't trust her. He
shakes his head. You don't understand. You don't understand. No, wait. I have suffered. And I have died so many times because I was trying to make you happy. And you
are you mad at me about this?
A little.
Okay.
No, I understand. You're you and you don't even do this, bitch. Yeah, right. You weren't going to take the deal, but maybe you could have taken the deal, and then you could have been happy.
Hey, listen.
Yeah?
That wasn't going to make me happy. That was going to be dangerous, and it was going to keep her. She can tell us she's not looking for us, but she would.
Yeah, but the halfling heaven sounds
you
so nice.
Back.
That's true.
So I am happy, you dummy. I love you. And I was so scared while you were gone. I did not know what I was going to do if I couldn't find you. I haven't slept. I went to the worst Westgate I could possibly imagine.
You're right. It's pretty terrible.
It's bad. Why do people still live there?
You clearly haven't slept. I can see it. You look exhausted.
She's gonna hug him again.
Yep.
Because she is really exhausted, I think. Although not so exhausted that she should be taking levels of exhaustion. I just want to really underline that right now.
Hey, you have made your con saves to avoid getting levels of exhaustion. Okay.
I really don't know where we are, and I don't know if she can get to us here. But all I did really was buy us some space and some time, I think. I don't know what she's gonna do. I mean, I don't know why she wants more magic, but I don't think it could be good. Maybe
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
but maybe first we have to make sure everybody's safe.
Okay. He holds you out to arm's length again. He says, "All right. I'm not cursed anymore. My head didn't explode. You saw my head not
I really
explode.
like that. I'm
I'm
glad
so
for that.
glad my head's not exploding right now. It's so good. I love you too. I have loved you for a long time, but I didn't love her. She's not you. You're you.
Oh.
And we're going to stop her. But first, you're going to get some sleep."
Okay. While I like the idea of sleeping, I'm so full of adrenaline right now. And I
Uh-huh.
don't know where my friends are, and I don't know where we are, and I want to come back to that. Is there anything I can see that would tell me where we are?
Okay. Well, let's figure out where you are first. Where we are. This place seems familiar to me. Sargent says.
Make a perception? Insight? What's
Make an
that?
insight or arcana check would be good.
What am I good at? A little better at insight. Let's try that. What did I get? I rolled a negative. I rolled a 1. I got a 7.
He says,
Very, very, very wound up right now, and I haven't slept in at least 48 hours.
he says, "All right, well, we don't know where we are. We don't know if she's coming. I agree. Let's get ready to if she appears."
I will agree. I don't know. Have you slept? We do like a shift thing?
I don't actually sleep. I trance.
Oh, I keep forgetting that because you
Yeah,
do
yeah.
sometimes.
Well, I mean, I sleep when people beat me unconscious or I die. But you know,
don't
just-
lie. Don't lie. I've caught you sleeping. You think it's fun. It's okay. I won't tell the other elves.
Only when it's with you.
That's very sweet.
He's holding up his hand and like,
What are you doing?
this is embarrassing, but I'm told that happens to a bunch of warlocks.
You can't summon your backblade. Oh no. Did she take your pact?
Well, I made my pact with her, but like
I mean, that seems fair then.
I guess. Have you seen my sword?
Oh, can I try summon his sword?
Yeah,
Does
it
it come?
appears.
Oh, apparently I was
that-
keeping it for you.
That's it. Can
Pass it off.
Okay.
Wait,
you
can
hand
I
it-
summon mine now?
Yeah. Well,
You don't
you already
really-
had yours. You had your axe
Oh, that's right, I
already.
did. Okay.
And then you summoned your sword.
It's like,
You
oh
have two
no, now
weapons
we
now.
just share a backblade. This is too much commitment. I don't want to.
And he's like, oh, that's where it is.
Okay.
Apparently your will is greater than mine.
Oh, that's usually an insult, but
So he
Not
he,
now.
he grabs. Sorry, he's all insult. Why would that be an insult? You're amazing. And he grasps the sword and like fire starts creeping down his arm, and he's like, "All right,
okay.
my powers are not gone."
Find somewhere safe-ish, somewhere high ground maybe, or a portal that goes back to where we want to be.
Well, you'd think she would have appeared right away, right? Strike us when we're at our weakest.
Maybe.
When I was doing that extremely embarrassing but heartfelt confession to you about, what happened to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she hasn't appeared, and she continues not to appear.
Is there some kind of role I can make that makes me I see, this is where it's tricky because I feel like Cecilia is so paranoid in general, like she's just really braced for things to go badly, that my instinct is to go, okay, but that might be what she wants us to think. But I don't want to sit here forever
That might be what
worrying
she-
about something that's not going to happen.
That might be. Hold on. Weren't you telling me a story that you had a dream where you chopped your father's head off?
Yes.
And you said it was in a grove, right?
Yes, in winter.
Is it
Is this
still?
the grove?
Yeah. You look around and you're pretty sure that this is the same grove. It's just a different season.
I'm gonna say some Rashemic curse words because when I was in there, my body did not come with me. Am I physically in this place, or am I like astral projected into this place or whatever? Because if I left my body back in banishment sphere, that's not gonna be a nice surprise.
Well, you know, like pat your arms. They seem solid.
Okay.
Sergeant says, what are you doing?
I'm making sure I'm actually here.
Oh, he hugs you again.
That I don't. Do I
You're
know how
definitely
this
actually here.
works? Okay. Well, that's really strange because I don't know that this place actually exists. Should we walk around and see?
Yeah.
Find the back door out of here? Because the only times I've left this place are when I woke up and came out of the weird trance.
Can I make a suggestion? Sergeant says.
Yes.
What if we rest for a little while, like a very short while,
Okay.
like an hour?
That sounds like a great idea. Let's
Perfect.
take a nap. Let's take a nice mechanical nap.
See, because he is also a warlock. So, all right. And he says, that grass, it feels very comfy, doesn't it?
She's already asleep.
Yeah. And then
like-
he collapses and falls asleep himself.
There we go.
Okay.
It's nice when your nap times align.
Rogar.
This
Yeah.
literally never happened to me in my life.
Yeah, right?
When you next regain consciousness,
Aye.
you are lying next to a babbling stream in a deep green forest,
What's it saying?
which is existentially terrifying for you because you're a dwarf, but
Aye.
you see Ruan sitting right next to you, and he says, no, it's okay. These trees are good.
Aye. Okay, if you say so. Right. Do you know where we're at? You brought us here, aye?
Yes, this is the Viridian Grove.
Oh my God! Look, Cecilia and Zarshin, they were on a dreadnought. We got to get back. You know how to get back to our friends?
Oh, they're all right.
How do you know?
The trees told me.
Oh, hello.
No, like I
trees.
said, they're good. Good trees.
Okay. All right.
This one, and
Uh-huh.
he points to a extremely tall tree. Like it's just towering. You can't see the top of it. It's just,
Okay.
This one says you are very safe and also very handsome, and she approves. Hey, that is none of your business.
Oh,
Says
that's
to the tree.
nice. I've never had a tree attracted to me before. But, I'm not sure.
Trees
exactly
often have
you know
hard
of.
opinions.
that I know of. I'm sorry.
Trees are
What?
very judgmental. They have hard opinions,
If they're
particularly
hardwood.
hardwoods.
Aye. Okay.
You say the same thing at the same time, and you both kind of chuckle.
Oh, that's so nice when that happens. All right.
Anyway, yeah, Cecilia and Sergeant are here too. They're just well, they're taking a rest.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't
you
want
hungry?
to disturb them.
Would you like a berry?
Oh, I have missed your berries. Sure, I'll have a berry. Thank you.
Okay. Good. All right, that's enough sustenance for an entire day. So you're still hungry. So I mean, he made like 8 berries.
I mean,
8 or 10 berries.
the berries are good. It's just, it would go better with some ale, probably, but we'll make do. You should learn to ferment these. I bet they make a really good, drink of some kind. Good berry
So
wine.
he grabs a very, very large leaf
Aye.
and just kind of bends it so that it becomes a bowl.
Okay.
And then he casts another druid spell and it fills up with this amber liquid, which he hands to you.
Oh, okay, great. So should we go and find Sarshan and Cecilia and just maybe keep an eye on them? Because I'm glad that they're asleep someplace, but are they naturally asleep or were they put to sleep?
Well, if they're naturally asleep, they're exhausted. They've been busy.
Oh, are they wearing clothes?
No context makes this sound really.
I know.
No.
The trees.
I would probably be like, Ron, stop saying it weird like that.
I'll just.
He is indeed just saying it weird. Like they just fell asleep in the grove, but Ruan's like they're sleeping. They were really tired.
The
The trees don't really differentiate.
Oh, okay. Well,
Anyway, you
I
need
don't
to tell
know.
me.
I should go check, or you should go check. Because she's your brother, but I don't know that. She wouldn't like me to.
Cecilia is my sister.
Yeah.
Sarshan and I had a thing once, but it's not a big deal. She can have him. She should have him. He's much better for her. I'm with you.
Okay. Are you sure that?
Does that clear it up? Rhiannon
No.
did.
I just was thinking in
Artemisia
terms
is also her sister.
If one
And
of
my
them's
sister.
if they're naked, I don't know that I want to
Oh
necessarily.
no, I don't either.
Okay, maybe we should stay here and
Are
then
they
just,
close enough to hear all this? Are we gonna wake
when
up?
they wake up, we'll.
They're like a
have-
mile away from you in the grove.
Maybe the trees can rustle.
Grove.
Well, it's like a forest, really.
All right.
Aye.
It's
Maybe the
called
trees-
the grove, but it's an actual forest.
Maybe the trees can let us know when they are awake, and then we can call out to them. And in the meantime, have the trees watch for the golden raven in case she shows up. Maybe I should summon my guardian to watch over them while they're sleeping too.
Oh well, you could. But first, I have a few important questions.
Okay.
Who's the Golden Raven exactly?
I don't know exactly.
You mentioned something about a dreadnought. Do you mean like one of those boats?
No.
And what has been happening to you?
To me, wow, that's a lot of questions. Right now, I think the important thing is that the Golden Raven was in a very dark and future evil Westgate, where, oh my god, and he just remembered that supposedly he and Ruin have a son. And he just kind of
Rand's looking at Rogar like, what? Do I have Barry on my face? What?
Which
No,
is scarier,
okay.
this conversation
I know.
or the battle you fled that's
I
still
know.
going on?
all right,
He
so
blushes furiously.
Okay, we can
So-
say that Rogar fills Ruan in on a few key
Yes,
details.
exactly.
Okay, we don't have to
he
go
gives
through
him
the
one
whole
of
conversation.
Yang Yang's cheat sheets from when we were in the.
Nice.
Yang Yang.
Stones. Sorry, I'm gone a week
It's
and I just let my
dwarvish
brain.
for
Aye.
my work friend.
Aye, exactly.
Canon.
Yep, canon. Yang Yang means work. All right. Okay. You're all caught up.
All right.
So we just generally we keep watch over them, and meanwhile I ask Rowan if he knows how to get to what. I ask him to catch me up on what was going on where everybody else went, so we're all caught up.
Yeah. I don't have any dimensional hopping magic of my own. I just know about this place and how to get here. I do know how to get home. in theory.
Okay.
But I've tried and it hasn't worked.
Well, if we're another place, I think Cecilia can banish us maybe back to our home.
Oh, that's
I
a good
tried
idea.
a couple times. Like I saw her, I thought, oh, that's a neat trick. Like if we're in this other place, but I tried a couple times, like doing what she does, and it just totally failed both times.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think home is there anymore.
You mean someone blew up Briar House again? Well,
Amongst other
Artemisia is going to be
things,
very sad.
It's yeah. All right. So, I got to decide who I want to go to next. Okay. Let's go to Stong. Stong, you open your eyes and find yourself on a battlefield. It appears to be a battle between orcs clad in, mismatched pieces of armor against humans in more regular suits of armor. With swords against the orcs, axes, and they're just clashing, and just people are dying all around you.
Stong takes a moment to think back. What's his last memory before waking up on this battlefield?
Your last memory was hauling the kind of bestial sorrow away from the broken area where the chain was going to the dreadnought. That's your last memory. And then you woke up here on this battlefield.
So it was just like basically like a sudden transition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's disorienting. You're not sure how you got here, why you got here. It was certainly nothing you did that put you here. Striding amongst the warring hordes on both sides is a towering figure in armor that consists of bands that just surround his entire body. It's like he's wearing a suit made entirely of stacked rubber bands, except that they're metal.
Okay.
And they extend all the way over his head as well. And he wields this humongous, gigantic, double-bladed axe in one hand and this massive sword in the other hand. And he's at least 12 feet tall. And he's bellowing, war, doom, destruction. Ha ha ha.
Can I make some sort of knowledge roll to see if I know of any 12-foot tall orcish entities?
Yeah, make a religion check.
It's gonna be a 16.
At first, you're used to an orc doing something like that, but this is actually a human shaped creature that's still 12 feet tall. And you think it is a god of war, potentially Tempest himself, striding into battle.
Okay, wow.
And across from him, you see a corresponding figure among all the orc hordes, and this has got to be the biggest, bulkiest, most more to love orc you have ever seen, wielding a gigantic spear with one massive burning red eye and the other draped over with black cloth. And this is obviously Grumsh, you don't even need to make a roll. And he is shouting similar things to inspire his hordes against the marauders on the other side. And you're just in a, epic divine battle between these two gods and their endless armies.
Does he recognize this as a historical battle or a battle from
That's a good question. Make a history check, please.
He wonders if he's experiencing something. Ooh, 6.
No idea.
Okay. He's gonna try to pick up is there like a rock or something like at his feet? He wants to see if he can.
Well,
drag the stuff.
there are skulls and there are disembodied heads and there are pieces of armor and weaponry and there are indeed rocks. Yes.
He'll pick up a rock.
Okay. All right. So you move aside some of the skulls and grab a rock.
Okay. So he could actually pick it up.
Yes, you have to dip into the blood, which is coming up about 8 or 9 inches, in order to fish out a rock, which is slaked in blood. Okay, but now you have a rock in your hand.
Okay. He's gonna take the rock, and he's going to grab a piece of armor. He's gonna look for maybe a breastplate or plate mail.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's gonna bang the rock as hard as he can against that piece of armor.
Okay. It sounds with this resonant clanging sound. You also hear a little bit of a squelching sound because that piece of armor is on a dead body.
Oh, I see.
Oh, gross.
And well, the body might not have been dead before you hit it with the rock, but considering how deeply you dented the breastplate, it probably is now.
Yeah,
Death
just
metal.
a new orcish instrument that I've invented.
Right. Clang, and the sound just ripples across the battlefield, met with all the sounds of clashing blades and roars and screams of the dying.
Do any of them stop
No,
to notice the sound? Okay.
no.
He's going to try.
You do, however, hear a voice which sounds extremely familiar to you. You recognize it as a little girl's voice, but it's actually a young woman's voice. It is Mirabelle's voice. And she's calling out, Dad? Dad, where are you?
He wants to pinpoint where that voice is coming from.
Yeah, make a perception check.
20.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, you can tell that. All right, so your head whips around along with all of your hair, and you see, you catch sight of a little bit of flames appearing not too far away in the battle, and you think that might be a Mirabelle fighting with her fiery sword.
Which side is she on?
Unclear. You can only see the flames and you can hear her shouting for you, but you can't really see her.
Okay, he's going to take that body that he was just banging a rock against, and he wants to put it down. And am I on a slope or am I just on a cliff?
You're on a craggy, broken wasteland. There are little hills and ravines and drop-offs. Every so often you
bodies.
piles of dead bodies. You see soldiers just unexpectedly just falling into pits that open up beneath them. The sky, you look up, is dark orange, although you're not entirely sure if that is just because of all the smoke and flames.
Okay. So Stong does he still have all his stuff?
Yep.
So he's going to take out the bowl of commanding water elementals that he got from the Count of Coin, the Count of Secrets fight.
Okay, I want to point out one thing. So you're
Wait.
pulling out the bowl, and several warriors on both sides, you have sort of drawn attention to yourself with the clang of the breastplate with the rock, although it did make Mirabelle start shouting for you. But now the soldiers are coming toward you. A number of slavering orcs with axes and spears, a number of slavering humans with swords and shields and maces, and they're all coming toward you in two waves from either side.
Okay. Does that mean I don't have enough time to use this bowl?
That means you're gonna have to roll initiative against them, otherwise they're gonna get here before you do.
3. That's a natural 1.
Okay, So you're pulling out the bowl, but it's clear that they will arrive before you can use it. All right. How are you going to react to them arriving? Are you going to turn to face one army or the other? Are you going to take a defensive posture? What are you going to do?
I think he tried to actually run between the two of them and then try to get them to clash with each other.
Okay. For some reason, I immediately thought, oh, so you're going to Prometheus run, just like try and run in vain from something that you can't actually escape. But yeah, that makes sense. Sure. I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
Ooh, that's a natural 20. 33.
Oh my God. All right. So you were mostly dead just like a couple days ago. But you draw upon these deep inner reservoirs of strength, which have never failed you, and you just start booking it toward Mirabelle?
Yes. Totally.
Okay, toward Mirabelle. Soldiers come at you from both sides, and an orc tries to stab at you with a spear while a human swings a sword, and you just like leap between, and the sword comes through, and the spear comes and the sword slashes it in half, and then the broken off point stabs that soldier through the eye slit, and he starts screaming. And then another soldier stabs that orc with the sword, and the orc bellows, and you just like battle. The soldiers are smashing into each other like two waves against, well, nothing. There was a rock, but now the rock is not there, and so they're just boom. And bodies are flung into the air at the force with which they have struck each other. And you just run and leap and avoid it all with your massive roll.
Yeah, he's like holding the body, like the armor with the body inside, like in front of him, as like a shield.
Way to not skip leg day, buddy. You do have that cursed arrow attracting shield, though, don't you?
I do. Anything within 10 feet.
Okay. So as you're running along, arrows are coming at either army and they veer toward you. Some of those arrows sink into the shield, which is on your back. Some of them sink into the body, which is on your front. You can feel the impacts. Thump, 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 thump. But you're, just still plowing ahead. You just bowl over a couple of warriors who were pretty injured already, and find Mirabelle standing there, and she's got her sword out, kind of, holding it shakily. She has dropped her shield somewhere, and she's holding her side, but you see her hand is glowing, and she's healing herself of her wounds. And blood is trickling down from her mouth, and she looks up at you and she says, "Dad."
He's going to try to grab her. Is she actually like actively fighting something?
Well, you just bowled over the warrior she was fighting.
Okay, he's going to grab her and try to run her to safety, and he's going to say, "Mirabelle, I don't know what's going on, but let's clear this battle."
I don't know what's going on either. 1 minute we were in the alley, and then we're here. I don't even know where here is.
Whoa. Do you think other people came here too? Like
I don't know. Dad, that's a lot of arrows sticking out of you.
Yeah, well, if I can find a bow, I can fire them back at the enemy. Then just keep running.
Yeah. All right. She's kind of like limping along with you. Okay. And like you're making your way through the battlefield. Okay. Sturge. You are... Okay. The hour grows late and the moon has started to rise over the bay. As you look out the window of your cabin on the side of the mountain, sipping a fine aperitif. And you were thinking something. Something was going through your head. But now you're not sure what it was.
I might have been thinking, what mountain is this?
You can't remember.
Is it summertime?
Not certain. But it does feel cool. Like a breeze has come up from the lake. The door opens off of your patio there, and a figure emerges. A antlered woman who is somewhat less skeletally thin than Fane usually is. Like she has eaten some hot meals. That's what we're saying. And she says, "Oh, silly, you're going to get a cold."
Beware when I get a cold.
Yeah, exactly. She puts a blanket on you.
Thank you, my love.
I don't know how I
Ew.
feel about this.
She looks at you like, "Are you having one of your thoughts again?"
It might have been, but it slipped away.
Yeah, that's kind of been the thing with you. I brought you more tea, by the way. She puts tea down on the table next to you.
Tea? Do I drink tea?
Only for the last 20 years.
Insight check.
Okay.
I love that tea is the thing.
I feel like she's poisoning him, but I might be. We've established I might be slightly paranoid.
So Sturge glares at the tea for a second. Your mind is fuzzy. And she says, "If you're wondering if I put poison in the tea, like you sometimes do, I did not."
Have I become senile? Are you my caretaker?
You hold up your hand and you see that it is withered and old. Your one hand, your other hand isn't there.
So let me get this straight. I'm in my dotage, but I'm comfortable, and you are my caretaker.
Can I ask a small
Well.
clarifying question?
Mm-hmm.
How old is Sturge in the normal timeline? Because I thought he was like in his 20s.
Good question.
Is that true?
About 30.
Okay. So just to be clear, 20 years. I guess it's just 20 years she's been in your house. So
I mean, he
not
hard
a decrepit old man at 50. Just to be clear. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. She says, "Oh, so you're feeling clear tonight, I suppose. You have been out here all day."
Sturge's going to stand up and walk to the edge of the patio and look around and listen and smell and
Sturge is going to try to stand up. Make an athletics check.
Okay. He's better at.
Oh, no! You just even moving just fills you with agonizing pain, and you just And Fane says, "Hey, calm down.
Do I have any magic?
You're only human. Human lifetimes are not. You're old, Sturge. You need to accept this."
Fool, I am hiding in a human body. I am not human. Do I have to say this every time? Surely we've had this conversation before and you must be bored of it.
Oh, yes, the great divine Sturge, the god of blood sucking. Or was it point stealing? I'm sorry, it's the nose. The nose always throws me. Like, what does that mean in your dogma?
What does what mean, my nose?
I mean, amongst your faithful. What does the nose symbolize? Does it symbolize truth?
There is no faithful I am hiding. What don't you understand about hiding? There's no hiding. There's no worshippers of the hiding individual. The hiding individual is unknown.
Yes, Serge. Did you want the strawberries or the raspberries tonight?
I am tired of you. I would like to be alone.
Yeah, strawberries it is then. Okay. She pats your hand. And she says, please don't throw the blanket in the sea again.
Is there a sea nearby?
Well, you're on the shore and there's water lapping.
A minute ago, I was on a mountain. Now I'm on a shore.
The mountain is it ends in the water.
You're making this up, aren't you? I'm not really here. I'm going to disbelieve now.
Okay, make a investigation check.
Okay. I had inspiration. We used inspiration on this. Oh, that didn't help much. 17.
I'm not making this up, Sturge.
You're still here, though. I was hoping to be alone.
No, I sent Fame back inside.
Oh? Who's this?
It's me, Sturge.
Sturge. It's Sturge. Sturge. Is that what you're saying? Show yourself! I can't turn my neck. My neck hurts. It's stiff.
Well, that's only because I made you old for this scene.
What?
You're right. I should probably go to someone else. Hold on.
What?
So Artemisia, you stir to wakefulness in a dark place. It feels like you're very comfortable, but there's like one little spot that's just not quite right. So you need to shift just a little bit.
Okay. Can she cast a light cantrip?
It's been a long time since he bothered using magic. And you can see in the dark anyway.
Okay.
You are surrounded by an ocean of coins and gems and jewels and pieces of art and magical items. But like the coins under your left hip are just a little bit out of alignment.
Well, I mean, obviously, I should straighten them with my hands that I have that are like half-elf hands, right?
Right. So your massive claw reaches down and just your very long talon just a couple of coins into the proper alignment.
Okay, so she's gonna like stand up.
Oh, but it's so comfortable. And you've been sleeping for so long. Are you sure you have to get up? You could be sleeping. You could just sleep another couple decades before you have to get up.
Yeah, but she wants to know what's going on, man.
Like the last time you got up, it was because this pesky group of dwarves showed up and they wanted all that coin.
But it's mine.
They didn't have a halfling with them, and you told them that there was supposed to be a halfling with them, and while they were confused, you blasted them with your lightning breath. And you giggle about it, just remembering.
Well, maybe there's some other people here now that I could blast.
It's true. All right, so you shake your head, coins shower down, and look around your cave. Your cave is decorated with artwork, by the way. All the walls are strewn with tapestries and paintings, and there are busts of some human rulers, not important. Statues of actual dragons, which are, your favorite pieces of art. So they're the best arranged, most present, right? Like in the center of the room and stuff. All the, pathetic human art is up against the walls, mostly covering the fact that you're in a cave. You never really liked being in a cave, but eventually buildings, castles, etc., they just became too small and you needed more space to keep all your things. Exactly. Even the city that you previously dwelt in became too small to keep all your things. So you destroyed most of it. It was a while ago.
Okay.
Centuries ago.
Does she remember destroying Lilton?
Make a history check.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Which could just be an intelligence check if you're not trained in history.
11.
Ah, the one that got away. The one you never quite destroyed.
Dang it. Well,
What a shame. What a shame that you
maybe
never
she should
got the
go-
chance.
Look for him. That might be something to do.
She wants to get up.
Okay. Sure. That's as good a reason as any. And you do need a really good reason to get off this extremely comfy hoard.
Well, also
All
she
right.
wants to like stretch out her wings because wings
climb
seems
up,
like they're
you-
really awesome to
Yep,
have.
you stretch out your wings.
Oh, so awesome.
Your wings aren't perfect. There are a couple of little like scratches and like a little couple of torn places. You've been in battles.
Well, okay.
And well, you do know the cure wounds spell. So you've repaired most of the damage, but like there are scars. The scars are somewhat unsightly. So like you might be a dragon having left your humanity, elfanity long behind you, but some things are enduring.
I mean, obviously.
Okay, you leave your cave and it is the dead of winter. Ice is showering past you. Rain is falling on your head. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid going back in your warm, comfy cave.
Okay.
Look, it's hard being a dragon.
So that's a 12.
I'm going to let you make it with advantage because you really, really hate this Lilton guy.
Okay. Let's try this.
If you start to go back,
that's even worse. So I guess she's staying.
you're stuck on the threshold. You're looking out into the cold, into the rain. You're wondering if there are any cities left to plunder for beautiful things, and you're not thinking of any.
Sigh.
And then you hear a voice, and it says, "You called to me, beautiful one?" And you see Lilton standing there.
Oh.
Yep. And he looks up at you. He looks much like you remember. There's a little bit of silver in his formerly golden hair. And he is walking with a cane. But otherwise, it's definitely Lilton. And he says, "No tricks. You have called to me. Our bond cannot be so easily severed, it seems."
Well, how about
Predator.
she severs it by chomping him with her jaws on one half of his body, and then like grabbing the other half of his body with her claws, and then like yanking him apart. How about she does
Just
that?
tear him apart.
Yeah.
Just okay.
That's the plan.
I need you to make an attack roll, please.
I don't know what.
Hold on. I gotta
What is that?
send you.
20, not 20.
No, I gotta send you your stats. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh,
There is a poll currently going because everyone is very confused right now.
Yep.
the two options in the lead are the shrug emoji and number 2, Eric had a stroke. Oh, now
good.
Eric has a
That's
stroke.
good.
Is tied with shrug emoji.
Ooh. In case
Why is it
there's an
tied?
option
It's
for more
clearly the
clarity
second
coming.
option here.
All right. I'm just gonna put this in the chat here. I'm gonna put it to Rhiannon directly. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, looking at my attack.
Yep. I assume you were talking about your bite attack.
Mhm.
Although you technically have multi-attack, so you can do Frightful Presence and then bite, claw attack if you want, which is kind of what you were describing.
Yes.
Okay. So you billow out your wings, and he has to make a saving throw to avoid being frightened. Oh, wow. He rolled a natural 1. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does stagger back for a moment, and you see fear on his face for the first time, maybe ever. And then go ahead and make your attacks. If you have the D&D Beyond open, you can probably just click on the attacks and they'll show up in the Roll20. But you can also roll them with your own dice if you prefer.
Okay, let's see.
It may or may not work.
Rather than taking the time to fuss with D&D Beyond, I'll just roll.
Cool.
So I rolled all 3 at once.
Mhm.
And so I will be honest, very honest, and do bite, claw.
Yep.
So bite is 22 to hit.
Okay.
One of the claws is a 20.
Ooh.
So that's 36 to hit.
Cool. I want you to know that he is also frightened, so you have advantage on attacks against him. So go ahead and re-roll that 22 if you like.
So
Great sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 33.
Wow. Okay.
And then the last one is a 34.
Yeah, those all hit.
So I will do my damage in roll 20 because that is
A lot of damage, yeah.
a lot of damage.
Okay. Did you say one of those was a crit? Is that what you said?
Yep. One of the claws was a crit.
Good. Remember how we do crits? You just do the max damage, then, roll as normal.
Okay. So that would be okay. So I'm gonna in roll 20 do the damage one by one. So I'll do the crit damage first. Sorry, this is actually taking time. But
It's fine. I feel like this is important, and I think chat understands why it's important. So
We all want to know how badly you hurt him.
Okay, and
I want to
next.
see a one shot. Let's go.
the poll is ended, and the winning result is Eric had a stroke.
Can you hold your hands up like this?
I can.
Okay.
Look, see? I can also put my tongue out.
Can you speak in complex sentences? Say, I can speak in complex sentences.
I can speak in complex sentences.
Okay.
That's not complex.
I know.
I can complex my sentences.
Okay, so that's the total damage.
Okay, yeah, you just tear into him and rip him in several pieces.
Oh, so good. So good.
And then you are alone again.
Oh, dang it. So this was some kind of delusion.
You rip him open and there's a little hand thing that says, secret is you're in Ravenloft now, or something.
The secret was the friends we made and then killed along the way.
There were no
It's like a
friends
Kinder
inside of me.
egg.
Yeah, I was hoping he's full
Hey,
of candy.
Caliph. After a time, I'm going to need you to roll 1d10, please, to determine how long that time is.
Determine what?
Determine how long the time is.
7.
7. Okay. After a time, specifically 7 days, you come back together. And you are lying atop the altar, which serves as your bed. You don't really need a bed. You don't really sleep anymore. But
Wait. To clarify, when you say you come back together, you mean like the bits of Kayla's body reconstitute into one?
that's what I mean. Yes.
Okay, good that we're on the same page for that.
Listen, everybody gets to be confused tonight.
There was a time when you discorporated. You fell in battle. In fact, you're pretty sure you killed yourself, but it wasn't you that did it. It was a younger, naive you. One who had not truly come to comprehend the horrors of the world. But she'll learn eventually, or she'll die. Either way, doesn't really matter. Doesn't affect you. Your mistress no longer has any use for you, at least not currently. So you are free to go about your own devices.
How many skeletons answer my call?
All of them. Well, you've been discorporated for a while, so you'll have to cast a couple of spells to exert your control over the skeletons again. You only keep so many in the complex regularly. Most adventurers never get that far.
All right, first things first. Exert my control over as many skeletons as I can.
Okay.
Second thing,
There are 200 in the complex.
Oh.
Good lord.
all right, second, where am I?
You are in your study chamber,
Where is
where your
in
locus
relation to
crystal,
Westgate?
where your locus crystal is. You have okay. Make a intelligence check. It could be history if you are trained in history. And in fact, you are trained in history, so it can use your proficiency bonus as well.
22.
22. It is far from Westgate. Fortunately, you would rather not have to return there if you don't have to. And this is one of your only ways of leaving that city, is being destroyed and reconstituted here in your home. Inevitably, the Golden Raven will be back to reclaim you. But until she arrives, you can go about your own business.
Am I all here? Is there any part of me that's missing?
You do feel your mostly skeletal body, and you do seem to be fully intact. You've actually lost a little bit of flesh. Like every time you reincorporate, a little bit of your flesh has disappeared. But a long time ago, you started seeing that as kind of a blessing rather than a curse.
Well, because last time we were there, Kayla pinched a bit of dust from the dust.
Oh, that is true. You do remember that. And you feel yourself in greater detail, and you realize that one of your ribs is missing.
I have more. I didn't eat that one anyways.
There's really nothing inside your rib cage anyway. It's mostly just a empty space.
What happens when Westgate doesn't have any kind of skincare options?
Yeah, I mean, didn't you have like skin problems also?
Yeah.
Moisturizer and all that.
Your complex is actually located in Fae, or at least that's what the human nation that it's built under is called. It doesn't matter all that much to you. It just means that a disparate number of adventurers who come and perish foolishly attempting to reach your burial chamber were wearing red robes, so you have a good collection.
of red robes.
Yeah. Some of them are even very magical.
All right, so I guess the last thing Caleb might have been trying to do was, where is the nearest intact or semi-intact dragon skeleton?
Room 7B.
That she doesn't currently own.
Oh. That would probably be the Dracolich that you have been struggling with for the last decade or so.
I was literally ready for him to be like, it's at Artemisia's place. It's still inside of something.
No.
There is a Dracolich that a cult of Thaans have taken to worshiping, which I'm not sure how you feel about that. Do you find that annoying? Do you find that kind of endearing? How do you feel about someone taking attention away from you?
I guess Caleb would feel pretty put out about that.
Yeah, I thought you might feel that way.
Yeah, I mean, not put out in a serious way, just in a way that she wants to go and crush them now, just to prove who's superior.
Just low key.
You should probably collect some magical treasures before you do that.
Where can I find magical treasures?
In the armory.
She currently already owns.
The voice reminds you.
Wait, sorry, I didn't catch that.
You have been speaking with an assistant.
Hey,
Some of what I said was your assistant talking to you.
hey,
It's not really a surprise that you forgot about me again, Caleth. But like I'm here to help if I can.
is the voice male?
Yes.
Youngish?
No. It's kind of old and sad.
Man, this whole thing is giving me massive like Overlord vibes, like Overlord the manga. I don't know if you've ever read it.
Yeah.
Do you want to share
It's not
any
accidental.
spoilers from that might point us in the right direction?
Nope.
Who's the
Nope,
voice belong
okay.
to? Does Caleb know it?
It's a disembodied voice. He had a name once, but you didn't bother remembering it.
Is it Aiden? Is it Aiden?
If you want to think really hard, you might be able to remember.
Think really hard.
Okay, make a history check.
16.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the name was either Aiden Lath or Aiden Vamos. It's unclear. It's always a little bit ambiguous. But yeah, he was a servant of yours, and you kept the only useful part of him around, which was his ability to keep records of things.
Do you remember where you leave your stuff?
Yeah, he's your
Oh.
accountant spirit.
Does Caleb still have her skin book? I mean, like, spell book, not skin book.
Oh yeah, it's among your stolen, your compiled grimoires. Yes. Aiden says, "Would you like that?" Yep. So a book slides out of a shelf. The shelf just looked like an ordinary stone wall, but a book just slides out of it, and then it floats over to you. You can see things for what they truly are, or things, or the illusions whenever you want. Just you have natural true sight. Yep, the book just floats into your hand. It's a skin book. This is well, it has personal significance, the voice says.
To you or to me? Well, no, don't answer that. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I will not.
Yeah, whose skin is that made out of?
We'll never know.
That's private.
In the time that you have been gone, Mistress, the dungeon has claimed the souls of 217 would-be adventurers. Several of them very powerful.
That seems low. Are the rest of them going to that stupid Dracolich?
if reports are to be believed, the Draculich had slain 52 adventurers in the last 10 day.
Let's go pay him a visit.
Truly speaking, if the Draculich continues to absorb your souls that should be rightfully yours, your path to divinity will be definitely lengthened.
Let's go pay him a visit. All of us.
Oh,
Nice.
Every single being under her command.
I shall put on my Dragon Slayer hat. Yeah, you okay? So you command your own zombie dragon, your own horde of skeletons, zombies, wraiths, gargoyles, carrion crawlers, the trapped siren, and the demon. Do you want to take the demon, or do you want to leave the demon sealed in the circle? The ghost asks.
Let's take the demon and put him in the front door and just discourage people from coming in here while I'm gone.
Oh yes, Ernie will hate that. I will definitely put him in the front entry chamber.
Will he hate it even more than you calling him Ernie?
No, but you instructed me to call him Ernie. Don't you remember?
Ernie, get over here.
Excellent. All right, so the Lich Caliph marches off to war. And I think on that note, with our various heroes sent into different shattered realities, we'll take our break. So cue us up for 10 minutes. I did not have a stroke. It is coming to a point. Don't worry. And I'll see you all later. During the break, what do people want to talk about? What do we want to have the chat speculate on?
What are we going to do? How are we gonna get out of this?
There we go.
We just live in our little bubble universes, and I don't know.
Likes this
I don't like
bubble
it.
universe so far.
I was
Okay,
gonna
you're not
say,
allowed to stay in that bubble universe.
Caleb and Artemisia's is not so bad for them.
Oh, I don't want to live in a weird forest with
Don't worry.
no
Okay.
door.
Don't go away. We'll be right
Ruan
back.
being weird.
Yeah, he knows way too much. All right. See you in a bit.
That we're back to this slightly cracked, extremely shattered series of universes that the scattered irregulars are in, except for a couple of them. So, Cecilia, you awaken.
Mhm.
You dozed off during your little break. You were really tired.
Yes.
And Sarshan is there, and you're lying in his lap, and he's holding you quite firmly, like not gonna let go of her until I have to. And you're still in the grove,
Okay.
and it's just very peaceful and warm, and tranquil.
Suspicious.
That's your first reaction.
Sarshan says, "I know, right? This is exactly the kind of thing that would make you suspicious." I'm
just
glad
saying,
you're.
if
I'm glad
people
you're
want you
here
to
to
drop-
tell me.
If someone wants you to drop your guard, they're gonna make it seem like everything's fine. And
Right?
I would do that if I was a crazy megalomaniacal chronomancer person. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Did you figure out how to get out of here?
I did, but you're not gonna like it.
What is it?
Well, first we should go find Rogar.
What? Wait. Back in the weird Westgate, or is he here?
He's here.
How do you know that? Did he come over here?
I have a very refined sense of smell.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I didn't want to bother him right away though, because Ruin's with him, and I mean, they haven't been together for a while. I just thought it would be nice for them to have some time together.
There's like a world's, I don't know what's happening. There's a chronomancer after us and lots of fighting. And so nobody gets to, okay, let's go find them now.
Perfect.
We'll just be very loud on our way, Rogar and Ruan.
Yes, indeed. Don't be naked.
And you too.
What? Okay, I don't know.
All right. Yes, you eventually come upon Rogar and Ruin, and Ruin is like, thinking about what Rogar has told him. Were there any things that you distinctly did not tell him, Randy?
I didn't tell him about Reagan just yet because I figure we got enough going on, and I'm not sure what it all means yet. And it's in this other world, and who knows if the Reagan in the other world was really ours, you know.
Oh, that's right. That guy came. Oh.
Yeah, there's some Reagan waiting in an inn in the original Westgate, in theory, outside the city. So,
which maybe does. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but I don't know any of that. So.
Okay. Yep.
I did.
No, look,
never mind.
There are Sarshan and
hang on. Rogar had something else.
Oh no, it was a side thing, just me and Ruin thing. I think we should move.
Did you mention the thing about the death?
The death.
You know, about
that I died.
Sarshan killing you,
died?
theoretically.
Oh, you know? Ooh. I would.
Okay.
Because Ruin told me that he might be dangerous. And I'm like, you warned me. And then we came here, and it seemed that Sarshan lured us into a trap, maybe. And the last time I saw Cecilia, the Sarshan was with the Golden Raven, and it was really Sarshan, and he seemed to be like her, like a wolf, like with her.
Oh, he was a wolf.
But he was in his wolf form, and he was with her, and like the Golden Raven. And then I was told that he killed the other me in that world.
Oh,
but I don't know if that was their Sarshan or our Sarshan, or if our Sarshan is their Sarshan. And my brain starts to hurt if I think about it too much. But I just wanted you to know.
That's a good question.
Keep an eye.
They're really close now, so we could just ask.
Close as in they're approaching, you mean?
Yeah. Hi. Ruin waves to Cecilia. Yeah, you hear them shouting.
Oh, and Rogar does a really...
Sarshan says,
really
wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Tries to think of pretend he was talking about something else entirely.
You're right. They are just having a conversation.
And that is how you make a really good dwarven pizza. He said.
I mean, really I think loudly. They were having a conversation, but Rogar's acting really kind of like he's hiding something now. Unless he has pizza.
No.
Yep. Okay. Sadly. So Cecilia and Sarshan come up to Rogar and
Ruin.
And there's this kind of like moment where like Ruin and Sarshan stare at each other.
Oh.
And he's like, what? And Ruin says, oh, nothing. Rogar? Sister. And Ruin comes over and hugs Cecilia.
Okay. What's going on?
I was going to ask you the same thing. Are you all right? What happened to the Golden Raven? And what is Sarshan?
Oh God! Oh,
with you?
Oh,
I am definitely with her.
Okay.
Says.
Okay. So some stuff happened, and Ruger, I have never wanted to lie about something so bad in my entire life, and you know me, and so this is probably, I don't want to tell anybody this right now, but I feel like as much as things are going on, I'm gonna have to be honest about it. It turns out that the me of that timeline or some timeline or something is a real bitch. Stole a bunch of people's power, wants to steal my power. Is the Golden Raven? The Golden Raven is me under that mask. Yeah.
It's not really her, but like her.
Yeah,
Sarshan
I don't.
Says,
I'm gonna. Okay, no. She grabs Rogar by the shoulders and she goes, "Look, you're a holy man. You counsel people. If I ever seem like I'm turning into an absolutely crazy, power-hungry nut job, please stop me.
Okay, I will.
Good. I'm glad we had this talk.
Okay.
Ren says, well, as long as we have that established.
She wants my mask. She wants my power. I don't know what she's going to do with it. I can't imagine it's anything good. I pretended like I was going to take the deal so that she'd take the gauge off Sarshan. So now Sarshan can tell us some stuff. And then I vanished just out of there.
Sarshan perks up. Oh, yeah, the mask. Right.
Is the Geish why Sarshan was with the Golden Raven?
That was, he made a pact with her.
Oh, yeah, that's because she controlled me.
Hold up. So you still have your pact, though.
Yeah, but I basically fled from it the same way she did.
Did you make the
and
pact?
your mother did.
Can you still use the magic of it, though?
Well, I can still use the magic that I've learned so far.
Huh. Well, I just assumed you were still, like, you know. I always feel like I'm just pulling magic out of the Feywild when I do stuff. So I don't actually know how that works when it's a sword.
Oh, no. The magic that our friend, Wink, teaches us. She just teaches us, and then we have it.
Okay, Erin firmly rejects this reality, but Cecilia will accept it.
That's
I
how
will die
Sarshan
on my
phrases
warlock
it.
hill.
That's how Sarshan phrases it. To be fair, I wasn't sure if I would still have my own power, Sarshan says, but I seem to.
Are you okay? Rogar.
You don't look okay.
Rogar steps. Is there room for Rogar to kind of step between Cecilia and Sarshan?
Yeah.
Okay, he kind of does that. He kind of just positions himself a little bit between them and faces Sarshan, and he says, so I have to ask you something. They said that a Sarshan might have killed a Rogar in this other world.
I'm not sure what the A has to do with it.
Well, it wasn't me because I'm not dead. Was it you?
Oh. There's only one me.
Oh.
That's how the magic works.
Why would you do that?
Okay, so should I apologize?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
But also, you need to explain some stuff.
Okay, so let's Rogar.
He puts his hand slowly on his hammer. I
have no intention of hurting you or anyone else. Here. No one here.
Now.
I have lots of intention of hurting other people who are not here, but no intention of hurting anyone here. So if you want to hit me with your hammer, I understand.
Well,
no, just let's not do any hitting of of anything. Everybody put your weapons down for a second.
It's not a big deal. I can heal myself though. All right. You're right. We did have that conversation. Okay.
But why did you kill the other me?
The other you, it was really complicated.
Did the Golden Raven make you do it?
That's a good question. She's very manipulative. She might have set all that up. Yeah, it's possible.
But it wasn't like a compulsion thing. You weren't controlled to do it.
No. I'm sorry. No, I was not.
So
the other you had done things that could not be forgiven.
Oh. What did I do? Or he do?
Can we talk about this later? It's not quite as relevant as the insane chronomancer who might be chasing us, right?
That is true, as long as I'm not going to do something that makes you decide that you want to kill me again, I guess.
I think this might be a good thing to just get out in the open, unless you need time to think about it. Sorry.
Well,
If we can.
he looks over at Ruin, and Ruin's like, what? And Sergeant says, well, okay, so the other you was fighting with Ruin, and I had to make a choice.
What?
I told you it was complicated and we shouldn't talk about it. It would just distract us. Right? And Ruin says, you know what? He's probably right.
Okay.
As long as you can promise you won't hurt us, I guess.
He holds out his
No.
hand. I promise.
Oh, okay.
I would never harm you, Rogar. Unless it was you or Cecilia. Then I might harm you because Cecilia is more important to me. I just need you to understand that.
Oh, of course.
Okay. I don't think we need to be doing this calculus just now in this moment.
She
Isn't
tries to
that
do
what
hammer bumps
I
and-
said?
We'll just all
Sergeant
agree
says-
right now that if any of us starts turning into a crazy killing machine who doesn't have any care about friends and I don't know. All of this is extremely overwhelming.
Okay.
How do we get out of here? Should we get out of here? This doesn't
Yes.
seem like a place we should be sitting
I
around
do not
while
like
our
this
friends
place.
are missing.
I don't like any of this. I just want to go home
Let me try and explain. Sergeant says,
with all of our friends.
wait, there's too much. Let me try and sum up what happened. I lived multiple lives, creating multiple lives, and my mistress, the Golden Raven. Don't say that.
Oh,
You know,
Okay,
she has a very different perspective on me using that word. It doesn't matter. All right. She harvested all of that power okay. You see his like innate
Yeah, I
wheels
feel-
really turning.
Very bad that Sarshan is the only one who can explain this.
Well, okay.
You hear another voice from amongst the trees
Huh?
that says, there you are. And you see that it is Skaha.
She just like keeps popping right in front of me, like she doesn't even care.
Is it Skaha or the mother of rats? Can we tell?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Can't tell.
Okay.
Ugh.
She appears and she says, step away from my daughter, please.
I'm gonna step in front of all of them and be like, "You step away."
So she
What?
has conjured her green spear, which she did before she approached. And she says, Cecilia, you are safe, it seems. These rabble are not attacking you. And Ruin says, Mom.
Oh, what?
Skaha says, that one serves your great enemy. Our great enemy.
No. I'm assuming she's pointing at Sarshan, unless Rogar is about to reveal some pretty crazy secrets.
Sarshan says, well, not for several lives now. And Skaha says,
Okay, hold up. First of all, you're going to have to be more specific because I happen to have several great enemies. Second of all, I don't think so. I just did a lot of stuff to get them all cleared. Third of all, is this your doing?
Skaha smiles and she says, well, I see that you're not being controlled or anything. Yes, this is my grove.
Are we on the actual prime material plane or nah?
We're in a a domain in the Feywild.
Why did my banishment take me here then?
Your world no longer exists.
What? What did you do?
I did nothing.
Oh, well, you know, there's a shock.
Sarshan says, oh, I can explain that one. The Golden Raven consumed the world that we came from.
Everybody in that world is gone.
Everyone in that world never existed except for us. And Skaha says, yes, I suppose that makes sense.
Okay, what? Wait. Like it just got undone? She can't just undo it.
She is a goddess of destiny and time. So the only time that exists is time she came from.
Okay, hang on a second. Are you saying the Golden Raven is an actual god? That seems excessive.
Well, you apparently wield her power as well, so you should be able to answer that question.
No, yeah, I'm not a god. I don't want that kind of
That's not what I mean. I mean that you forged a pact with her.
The Golden Raven? No, I did not.
You forged a pact with the Heart of the Piercing.
That is a very different matter.
How is it different?
They're two entirely different people.
They are?
Yes? Okay. Lady, I don't know what your deal is.
Sarshan says, oh, I can answer that too.
Oh my God. Okay.
The Golden Raven slew the Heart of the Piercing and took her power.
That's what happened?
Yes. Yeah, Chad is like, Sarshan's brain cell. I'm like, yeah, it fired.
Yeah, Chad is cracking me up with their Sarshan.
Yes,
jokes.
I helped her. Actually, it was a harrowing battle.
Why did you do that?
She asked me to.
Oh God. Okay. Oh. She's gonna turn to Sarshan and be like, I feel like you and I are gonna have some relationship defining conversations just for safety's sake.
If you asked me to help you kill the Heart of the Piercing, I would.
No. If I ask you to help me kill an archfey, you say, I don't think that's a good idea. Especially if what I'm gonna do is swallow her power and become a goddess of time.
It seems
because
like
I am the last person who should be in charge of a timeline.
See, this is why I love you, Sarshan says.
Just promise me none of that. Like, don't agree with me when it's a very bad idea. And if you need to take a minute to think about it being a bad idea, because I know you get a little flustered under pressure like that, please do. I'm just gonna turn back to Skaha and be like,
Scott has watched that whole exchange with like this very interested expression.
Is it curious or is it like judgy?
It's curious.
Would I read it as judgy?
Make an insight check.
Part of me is like, Cecilia would read everything as judgy. It's a 20.
No, it's just curious. Scott has like, I don't understand. I didn't understand until now, but you really are in love with that.
Okay, that's not your business.
No, of course
you
not.
You checked out on any kind of input on that one.
He's
like
not trying
20
to kill
years
you.
ago.
He's not trying to kill you.
No.
I assumed he was trying to kill you. Or deliver you to his mistress.
She kind of looks back at Sarshan and be like, that did kind of happen.
Sarshan's like, well, yeah, but not the one she means. And Skaha says, well, yes, if this Golden Raven and the Heart of the Piercing are not the same, then yes, not the one I mean.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay, so clarify.
Heart of the Piercing is an archfey that exists in all of these timelines, except for the ones that the Golden Raven has consumed. And has she consumed all of the timelines at this point? Are there more? Is it
except
just
her original timeline?
Just her original timeline. Okay. What happens? Oh my God, I don't even want to ask Sarshan this because I feel like he might like start bleeding from the nose. But what happens when she eats a timeline? Is it gone? Can we like pull them out?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
And
Stab
Skaha says, well, probably she could restore your timeline.
Oh my God, I have to convince her to do it?
Or kill her and take her power.
Ugh.
And then do it yourself. But I believe you just said that you would not be a
sounds
good
like-
choice for a goddess
That
of
sounds
time
like,
and destiny.
oh no. I was like, that sounds like a Kalis job. But also, I don't think Kalis should be a goddess of time and destiny. I think that's a bad idea.
Goddess of time and death.
That destiny.
Destiny is a kind of death.
Death is a kind of destiny.
There you go.
George is always saying he's a secret god. Maybe this is his destiny.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, are we
Okay.
just going to become the brand new pantheon, all of us?
Oh my
We have
God, I don't
time,
wanna.
secrecy, death, love, war, dragons.
Wait, what did I get?
Time. Got time.
Oh God, I don't wanna. Wait, what did I get?
That one.
Cecilia, the goddess of love. Oh my god.
It's like, hold
Love it.
up, hold up, back it up, because I know I didn't get dragons, so just want to be clear here.
And I want to say, like, while Cecilia was talking with Skaha, I imagine that Rogar was talking to Sarshan, being like, "Shiny's gone," and he's like, "Everyone," and he's like,
Oh.
"Baby Mirabelle's gone," and he's like, "Everyone." He's like, "Shay gone?" It's like, "Everyone."
Wait, what about everybody who was in the worst Westgate?
Oh,
That
What about our
timeline
friends?
still exists, Skaha says.
Okay, well,
Your
that's...
companions are no longer there, though.
Wait, what? Where'd they go?
Banished, no doubt.
Why? Why no doubt?
Well, if I were the Golden Raven, I would not keep around threats to my rule.
Where does she send them?
Sarshan says to pockets. She calls them pockets.
Oh, like demi-planes?
Skaha says, yes, demiplanes.
Oh no. Oh, Rogar, what are we gonna do? Ugh. You don't have sending, right?
no, I didn't. I can teleport, or you could banish us. Oh, but we'd return to.
That's where I came here. I could try it again, but I think
Oh, shoot.
I don't really have a lot of control. And there's a really good
Is-
chance that we'll end up back in the banishment plane that I apparently share with a homicidal maniac.
Well, Ska, if this is your mother's realm, can she send us back where we
You
came
said the
from?
Golden Raven was you, Skaha says.
Yeah, what of it?
She shares your same banishment plane.
Apparently.
She looks to Sarshan. She says, Revenant. Are there
Don't,
other...
no. Use his name. Thank you.
I don't know his name.
Are you serious?
Sarshan says, we haven't really been introduced.
Didn't you date Ruin for like a
Ruin's
second?
like, why would I tell my mom?
I
You know
mean,
what?
Ruan,
This
I'm
isn't
not
really
gonna
my
lie.
conversation.
You come off as someone that tells your mom everything.
Oh God.
This
Rogar nods.
and Skaha looks over at Ruin and Ruin like flushes and he's like, gee, thanks, sis. Skaha says, very well. Cecilia's knight. Are there other Cecilias? And he says, well, there were. And
I do not want to think about this.
And she says, no doubt you all share the same banishment demi-plane, which means your magic is connected.
Okay.
Which means that wherever she sent your friends, you can go as well. Had you the magic to teleport yourself there, which
Sure.
I can provide.
See, here's the problem. Well, okay, wait. Here's a silver lining. Complicated one. See, here's the thing. I was supposed to kill you. And I was very fine with that because as far as I was concerned, we were never going to meet because you were clearly done with me. And I was, you know what? After a long time, I was okay with that. Anyway.
Is that why you hate me?
I cannot believe you even have to ask this question. Anyway.
I don't know you, said Celia.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
Because you threw me away when I was 3 years old. You left me somewhere I was never supposed to be with someone who did not want me. And you never looked back. So I don't know why you think you can call me daughter and act like this is me not wanting to get to know you.
You think I didn't look back. You think I just abandoned you and...
Yeah.
Of course you think that. Why wouldn't you think that? I never gave you any sign. Can work this out later. You can kill me later if you need to.
Well, the nice thing is the heart of the piercing doesn't exist currently. So she can't be mad about me not fulfilling my requirements of my pact.
What a fine loophole that is.
Convenient.
You don't get that from Lazar, you know.
Get what?
He never thought of anyone but himself.
Yeah. No,
That is
no.
why it was a terrible mistake to leave you with him.
Okay, well, like you said, we can deal with this later. But
can.
you can get us to the other demi-planes. I think we should do that.
Yes.
Rogar, are you with me?
Oh, of course. Wherever you go.
You'll need to guide me, of course, Skaha says.
How am I supposed to do that? I don't know where they are.
Sartion says, yes, but you do know them, right?
Yeah.
So, we can, you can probably, like somewhere in here, and he like, you know, gestures over your chest. He's like, somewhere in here, you know where they are somehow.
Okay. Okay.
Ruan says,
Hey, let's try this.
I'm a druid, and even I think that's a bit of a stretch.
It's a little
Skaha
woo.
says,
It's a little
Skaha
woo
says-
when the druid says it's a little woo.
Skaha says, no, the theory is sound.
All right, then let's try it.
Okay. She says, I shall need some time to prepare. But the good thing about my grove is that it is timeless. Feywild time works differently. I suppose your friends will simply have to wait in these pockets.
I hate that idea. Ugh. Okay.
We have to do what we have to do.
And while we are saving them, we shall formulate a plan to slay this corrupted version of you.
Don't say that with such like glee.
Trust me, I did not. It hurts me even to consider this, but it seems there is no other option.
I'm gonna pull out the broken mask and be like, she messed you up once. I'm just gonna say
That. Yes. Where did you?
That's what happened.
Where did you get this?
someone gave it to me.
This is the mask I wore before I fled Rashomon. I made some poor choices in friends. You said Lazar took you to that other world, or, well, you didn't say it, but your sister said it.
With the blue veil, you mean? Or he took us to the terrible Westgate. Yeah.
That's what she means, yeah.
Yeah. Made a deal with him.
And there were witches hunting him. That is what happened to him. You took him.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you know those witches?
The ones that were coming after him? I don't think I did. Did I?
No. A couple of them seemed dimly familiar to you, but you couldn't place any.
Listen, maybe you weren't really paying attention, but when the witches came to Running Rocks, I was not allowed out of the back of the cave, or I had to go be in the forest because he didn't really want people finding out about me.
Yes.
And then when they did, I was still not supposed to be in front of the witches because he figured that they would realize something was going on here.
Yes, but I doubt his rules stopped you from finding out about them.
Well, I'm sorry. I did not memorize a bunch of painted masks. Anyway, kind of doesn't matter because they attacked my friends and we messed them up. So they're not there anymore. Also, the whole plane got destroyed. So this is very academic.
True.
You have a ritual to put together?
Yes. I need to
God,
rest and
stomp off.
regather my power.
Okay, fair.
My power functions not unlike yours.
Nap time. Got it.
Well, I don't actually sleep. I trance.
Oh my God, Elle.
Okay.
While they're saying,
she sits down, crossing her legs, and just kind of like overlooking the little waterfall right there.
Okay, I'm gonna try to think about my friends and where they might be. So, or if I can like work Ruan's suggested woo theory and feel the threads to them in these various demiplanes, because I would very much like to bust them out.
Okay.
Rogar was talking to Sarshan, like on the side while they were talking, and he was like, was the Golden Raven, did she used to be like Cecilia that we know?
Ruan says, you were talking to Sarshan or you're talking
Sarshan.
to Ruan? Yeah. Sarshan says, no, she's not. But
I know she's not now. She never
was. She was different.
What?
From the beginning, different, because she had no one.
And that is what made her become the Golden Raven and not our Cecilia, is she had no one?
Maybe.
When you say no one, you mean, didn't she have you?
No. No, I love Cecilia. I never loved the Golden Raven. And she didn't love any of us, any of you. Only herself and her own hatred.
So if she did have someone, if she could have regulars like our Cecilia does, maybe she would be okay. Maybe she could, if she had a little bit of love.
This is the ultimate test for your matchmaking plan, Rogar.
So she says, yes, you might be right. But I'm sorry, are you saying you want me to romance the Golden Raven?
Oh, no.
I'm gonna look up from my thoughts and be like, no!
There are many kinds of love.
I knew she'd say that, and I agree.
I think that maybe if we let the Golden Raven know that she didn't need to be alone, maybe she would be, and that we do not need to be her enemies, that maybe she would restore our world. And
So, okay, Sarshan thinks about it. Sarshan continues to think about it. And then it says, no, she is utterly without hope, completely irredeemable.
Well, surely nobody's completely
Ruan says,
without hope.
Yeah, exactly. You should have a little hope. And Sarshan looks at you both and says, she tortured me to death hundreds of times.
Oh. Was that before or after you killed me?
So
It's kind of both, isn't it?
Sarshan kind of like lowers his face and it goes in shadow a little bit, and like he grits his teeth and he says, which time?
Ooh, okay.
Rogar just kind of
and then he turns
away.
and he runs off.
Okay. Okay.
Ruan looks a little shaken too.
Rogar says to Ruan, I don't know what to make of all this, but I hate to think of killing Cecilia, even if it's not the real Cecilia.
Well, maybe it won't come to that. Let's focus on helping your friends first.
Aye.
Our friends.
Are we ready to bust out some people?
Okay. So we could just fast forward to the end of that trance segment.
I'm very excited to do this.
And Skaha's like, all right, I have prepared.
Okay.
Have you determined where we are going?
Maybe?
Cecilia.
Maybe. What I know. Okay, so we thought about it. I tried to do Ruan's or Sarshan. Sorry, Sarshan's the one that said it. Thing. And the one thing I feel very strongly is that wherever Sturgis, he just doesn't want to be there. So that feels like the one that should be easiest to get to. True? Maybe? Let's try it.
And everyone else is like, yeah, that tracks. Yeah. All right.
What do we do?
So a source of great consternation and fundamental unhappiness.
Disdain. I think disdain is the feel we're going for.
Disdain.
Yeah.
Okay. So she nods and then she walks down the hillside a little bit to a pool of water at the bottom of the waterfall and waves her hand over it. And you see the water kind of swirl, and then it depicts it darkens, and you can see that it depicts a darkened beach with a cabin. And she says, that looks terrible, utterly boring. Could your friend be so bored that he wants to destroy everything and everyone?
Yes. I mean, let's be fair. I could also have that feeling very strongly, but there are certain wavelengths that Sturge and I connect on. So maybe that's it.
Scott looks at you sidelong like, okay. You have interesting friends.
I do.
And the pool, like the image comes closer, and you see an old man sitting in like a rocking chair on the porch of this cabin.
Huh. Wait, does the old man have a very long nose?
Yes.
Wow, she's terrible.
He has a cup of tea.
There we go. That's him.
All
Can
right.
we go? Can we jump? Do we jump in the water, or do you?
She says, no. Holds out her hand.
I'll take your hand.
Okay. You, Rogar, are you getting in on the circle?
Oh, aye.
Okay.
And I grab Ruan's hand, make sure he
Okay.
comes along too.
Yeah, let's take everybody just in case the Golden Raven's like, there you are, gotcha.
Skaha says, is your
I'm
man
already holding
returning?
his hand. Oh, he ran off. Ah, dang it. I feel like I would go looking for Sarshan if he ran off.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you
corral him
hear
back.
yes, and Sarshan, he takes Setsulia's hand, says yes, of course.
Yes.
And Skaha says, very well, here we go. And she intones a spell. You recognize while she's doing this that she's casting a Mystic Arcana spell, very similar to your transformation spell. It's just a very powerful warlock magic that she's using.
Is it one that maybe I want to know the name of for future levels?
It's plane shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to not do it so I'm not like her, or do it because this is pretty cool. I'm not sure. I'll decide later.
It's an 8th level spell, I believe. So anyway, so you basically like you rise up. Rogar, you've experienced this before. This is what she did to take you to the dark dimension. And then you kind of like shoot down through the pond and end up on a beach. Lightning flashes above your heads. Water is storming down. It's very, very, very tempestuous weather.
There's no golden gnats, jerk faces, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Let's go for the cabin.
You see one tiny light, a flickering candle light on the porch of this cabin that's up on stilts against the cliffside.
I'm gonna make for the cabin.
Okay. So it's about 30 feet up.
Like up on the stilts?
Up on the stilts.
Okay. Well.
There is a ladder. You can climb
Okay.
the ladder. It's a very slippery ladder.
Oh
no.
no. I feel like the ladder needs to be tried first before anybody busts out spectral wings. So
The adventure ends now.
is that well, it does not matter because everything I have is 0. So
Athletics check.
Hello, our old foe.
oh no, I rolled a 7. I'm gonna use the inspiration that Daza so kindly gave me, although now he has left. And try that over and see if it gets any better. It's a 17 the
man.
second time.
Daza, you have saved us
Thank
from the
you.
ladder. Okay, Cecilia,
At
you
least one of us.
climb up the ladder. Rokar immediately
No!
slips back off. But fortunately, it's just the sand. You just fall
Why
into the
are
sand.
ladders so hard?
I know, right?
The rungs are too far apart. They're not properly sized for a.
Okay, Cecilia, you climb up to the porch. Sturge. Hey, Sturge.
Yes. What is it now?
You see Cecilia, right?
Starch.
Where is she?
She's right over there, Sturge. You can see her.
Who's speaking?
I am Sturge.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Sturge is talking to somebody. You don't hear anybody.
Does Sturge know who he's talking to?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't know. Do
I
you?
don't know. Do you?
This place is hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
The door opens. Fane appears holding a blanket.
So I don't have any way to know whether she's
Oh.
part of the weird demi plane or, except for the part where she's being very caring in a weird way.
Rogar
Says,
sees this and he's just so happy. This is all he ever dreamed for Sturge, to make it to old age because he was pretty sure he wasn't gonna, and to like have Fane as his oh,
He
he
is
must
my
be so happy.
She's my tormentor.
Oh,
She says, yeah, he's always like that.
Okay, well, good news. We're busting you out.
Oh, thank the gods, Fane says.
Wait,
Please,
Fuck you,
please
you
take him.
idiot. Me.
Oh.
You're staying here.
Oh, you know what? It would probably be better if I were just here alone than if I were here with you.
Yes, it
She
works.
slams the door.
Is she gone?
she's gone.
She's gone, Sturge.
Cat alone is salvation. Thank you.
Sturge, by the way, is like 100 years old, probably. He's like ancient.
Do I detect magic on him?
And this is the true horror of this scenario. There is no magic on
What?
around Sturge.
I hope this is just something that's being generated out of your own brain or something.
Wait 1 moment. What's
Yes.
that?
What's
What is that? What is that? Excuse me. Oh, look. You had a coin in your ear. Looks like there's still a little magic left after all.
A clip of that one.
Here. A coin appears in Sturge's hand.
Okay, well, we're okay. Just look back at is Skaha up here?
Skaha has stayed on the beach.
Okay, I'm gonna lean over the
Ruin
side.
and Sarshan are both down there as well.
Have you
Okay, I'm
brought
gonna lean- What?
Have you brought a palanquin for me?
No.
I don't walk much these days. Perhaps friend Sorshan would carry me. Like a bride.
Okay. Sarshan, I might need your help, and also, so he doesn't seem to know what's real and what's not. Sturge, do you think you're 100?
I am many millennia old.
You
Are
really
we
are.
doing the god thing?
Are you a god in this one? Because you know what? That would be so handy.
It is possible.
Everything's going precisely as planned. Here I am. Impossible to find in a pocket dimension. Only it's boring. It's time to leave. I'm going to have to scoot.
Okay. Can you can't stand? Is Sarshan coming up?
Yep, Sarshan comes climbing up the ladder.
Of course I can stand. Sturge stands.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
Sturge puts his hands on it, on the arms, his hand and his stump on the arms of his chair. And settles back down.
Oh no.
Some fool has glued me to my chair. Some
I'm sure that's what
foolish
happened.
prank.
You know, I wouldn't put it past her, because I would think that was funny.
Sarshan shows up and he says, did he say something about wanting a pelican?
No, palanquin, like a chair.
Because I was going to get Ruan to turn into a pelican with a really big mouths, so I could just carry Sturge in the mouth.
I don't think he would be down for that at all.
You know, I suggested it to him,
All
and
right.
he seemed receptive.
No, I didn't want him put.
Wow, Sturge, what happened to you?
Okay, Sturge, and she's gonna put her hands on either side of the chair and be like, okay, you need to be brought up to speed, and I don't enjoy doing this, and I don't enjoy doing it fast, but the Golden Raven is still out there. She's apparently an alternate me who swallowed the Heart of the Piercing and numerous other people's magic and timelines. And she stuffed you in this demi-plane. I don't suppose that snaps him out of it, does it? Suddenly he's spry and young again?
Doesn't it, Sturge?
Oh, you just
well,
decide?
I have been trying to disbelieve this entire farcical arrangement over and over for as long as I can remember being here. You're helping me do this.
Doesn't it seem like some dumb prank I would play on you if I had the opportunity and it wasn't too hard?
Doesn't it? Sarshan says.
She had the opportunity and it's not too hard for her.
And also, she seems to have a little more ambition than I've got going on. I'm going to be honest.
It does make sense, indeed. I have only narrowly hidden my true identity from her. So, yes, all of this makes sense. Once again, I'm going to stand and be myself again.
Make a wisdom save. Hey!
There we go.
Okay, your bones creak,
There's my guy.
but you do manage to stand up, and as though, and he, Sturge brushes the blanket, like falls off him, and it's like the years fall off him, and he suddenly becomes young and vital again, or at least somewhat less decrepit than he was.
That feels better.
Right.
Now, who did you say was responsible for this?
Golden Raven.
Golden Raven.
Evil
Sorry.
Chronomancer.
The yellow pelican. Yes.
She did make me carry her around. So, you know what? Not the point. Not the point, Sarshan says.
Let's go find her, shall we?
No. First, we find everybody else. She stashed them all in pocket dimensions.
Right. Oh, wait. Stong is in a pocket dimension?
Stong is in a pocket dimension.
Oh, this should be fun. Did you come to me first? Do I get to see them all?
You do. I grabbed you because I figured you would be having the least fun at this.
No, you might be right. Oh, but now the fun begins.
Okay.
Surely Stong's pocket dimension. What could it be? What if he's with the what's her name? The big one with the muscles and she hits things and she's angry all the time.
Sorrow?
Yes, what if
Why
he's
would he
with
be with
her?
Sorrow?
Oh, well, she put me with Fane. Why wouldn't she put him with Sorrow? What worse torment could there be? Brutish, mindless. Well, maybe.
Sarshan says, I don't know. She's pretty good at torments. Anyway, yes, we should get out of here. You see that the idea of seeing this entertaining torment has brought more cheer to Sturge. Like there's now a pep in his step, and he goes sliding nimbly down the ladder, and miraculously, it's like he has two hands, but the other hand is just his mage hand. Because magic has come back.
Yay!
You get down to the bottom of the ladder. There are two elves standing there, Skaha and Ruan.
Oh.
And Rogar is also there, because Rogar didn't manage to climb the ladder. Oh, no, he did. You got a 15, so Rogar did climb the ladder. So it's just the two elves.
I just get to the top and it's like, oh, we're all going down now. Okay.
You did get up there in time to see Fane bring him a blanket. Because you did get to gush over that, right?
Yeah, I.
Okay, the door opens again, and Fane comes out. She looks at Cecilia and Sarshan and Rogar, and she says, if you're going to leave this place, would you take me with you?
Are you real or are you a servant of the Golden Raven? Because not interested in the second one. And
Who's the Golden Raven?
Bro, at least to start.
No, you have to be specific. You have to be specific because I've made a lot of deals with a lot of people.
okay,
Golden Raven isn't like a weird nickname that my dad uses, is it?
No, it is not. And if it is, I would like to consult with a solicitor. I think I'm allowed to do that.
No, he's the golden wanker.
You know what? I'll take it. She says, I kind of assume that he did this.
No, wait. Okay, wait. If you're real Fane, why were you being nice to Sturge and...
I don't know. He's kind of likable, really.
All right.
And he's my cousin.
Which Sturge?
What?
Well, I mean, kind of.
How many times remove? Rogar asks.
Oh, they're like elf cousins. It's just they live forever.
Well, I mean, we've been trapped here for decades.
No, it's only been like a couple hours, I'm pretty sure.
Is this our Fane or horrible, worse than Westgate's?
Is there a way to be sure this is the correct Fane?
I don't know. Can you think of one?
Ah, yes.
I know. Okay,
Sturge, you're still down on the beach.
Oh,
Remember?
You want me to shout down and ask you for a better one because I don't really want to.
Ask mine.
Ask her what I stole from her and gave back.
Hey, Bane.
Yeah.
What did I don't know if you heard start shouting up from the beach, but what did he steal from you and give back?
My orb that I used to hide my appearance.
Starge is in
100
the
years
orb.
ago.
Yep, that's it. That's her.
All right, you can come.
That's a relief. Thank you.
This literally would only. Well, okay, no, I don't know. We're still complicated. She's gonna go down
It's
the ladder.
okay. It's okay. We'll get there. She smiles. Starshin's
just-
like, eh. And then he slides down the ladder too.
I just had a thought. If I was tormented by Fane and Stong is tormented by sorrow, that means Artemisia must be tormented by Lilton.
Oh my God! We have to go save her. Ugh!
And Caleb would be tormented by that guy, that putz, that
Oh, Aiden.
Aiden, yes.
Oh,
Just
God.
bored out of her skull by his company for decades. I can't imagine.
Oh, I feel like I'm very disappointed in my alternate self's imagination here, but also I don't know.
Does Sturge
Y'all
know
do
that?
have terrible kind of partners and partners.
I was hoping that Rogar, we could discover his torment, but then again, here it is right next to him. So he didn't need a pocket dimension.
Dude.
I didn't understand. What do you mean?
Oh, well,
Ruin says,
Listen.
don't worry, honey. I'll explain it later.
I'm gonna grab Sturge's arm and be like, listen, we might be the only things left from our entire plane of existence. So maybe just like, let's be cool for a minute before we start like some fights.
oh,
I mean, I'm talking to my mom for some goddamn reason.
that's new.
It's very new. I'm not comfortable with it, but she has
Right.
plane shift, so.
Yes, I am.
Thank you for the
Hey,
rescue.
hey! This is a private conversation.
It's a private conversation. Whisper more quietly. I am an
I'm
elf,
not a
you know.
fan. I feel like you might be a fan, though, Sturge. I'm not gonna lie.
I might what?
You might be a fan. That felt very Sturgish right now.
Fan of stuff.
A fan of Skahas.
Oh. Well, I mean,
So
No,
you
I'm
see
going to
Ruin
kill her.
and
She
Skaha
has
whispering
panache,
together.
but I'm gonna kill her anyway.
oh, wait, Skaha, Raven, got them mixed up. Sorry. Well, she rescued me with you, and so I owe her one. I owe you one.
Oh, you do?
Through Cecilia.
Through Cecilia.
I owe Cecilia.
All right,
Wow.
where to next?
Well, we shall
Obviously
find
finding
out
out.
where you go next time on Westgate Irregulars, for we are out of time tonight. That's all the time we have. I have been Eric Scott to be the DM of this campaign. Sorry to the players who didn't have all that much screen time. You'll get plenty more screen time next time. Our heroes are beaten, broken, scattered, but they're coming back together, and they're going to mount a comeback to try and save or, well, recover the world. Hopefully somebody saved before it was deleted. And on that note, take it away, Erin.
I'm Erin Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Erin Evans. You can catch me on Mondays on twitch.tv/CNE Games for Idle Champions Presents The Trials of Mount Tiamat, starting at 4 o'clock, where I play my character Havilar. For next Monday is the last stretch of my last session of my stretch. It's not going very well. It's going to be very epic. But that's what happens when you try to kill a dragon god. You can also find me on the podcast Writing About Dragons and Shit with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis, where we talk about writing. This week's episode just came out. We talk about NaNoWriMo and how to start yourself on a regular writing practice. You can also find me on Champions of War on twitch.tv/CNE Games every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m., where I talk about, with those same two guys, about the lore behind Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, our sponsor, who you can check out at idlechampions.com.
I've been Rhiannon Held. My stuff, you can check out my urban fantasy under Rhiannon Held, my space opera under RZ Held, and in fact, you can get books from many of us in many different flavors and types on the Amazon widget on our Twitch page and on the books page on dungeonscrawlers.com. And I will mention Extra Life because I don't know if anybody else is going to, and we can mention it many times because we are raising money for charity on November 6th, and we have a cool program of a bunch of different stuff all day. And tonight, thank you to our moderators, Celdrine, Shay, Myerdug, and Rumpus Imperator.
Hi, I'm Yang Yang Wang.
Hi.
I'm just fishing up some chat in the chat. Anyways, so first of all, we are going to pick who we're going to be raiding tonight, and it looks like chat wants to raid Jason Charles Miller, so stick around for that. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about the charity that we are supporting this month. So foodlifeline.org. Food Lifeline believes that access to food is a human right and that nobody deserves to be hungry. Food Lifeline provides nutritious food to hundreds of thousands of people facing hunger every year by sourcing nutritious food from a variety of food industry partners. They distribute this through a partnership with 300 different food banks, shelters, and meal programs throughout the U.S. And that enables them to provide over 134,000 meals every single day. So go to foodlifeline.org and check them out and consider supporting them. You could also support them by donating to our channel or by giving us a sub this month. 50% of all proceeds from our subs in October will go to this charity.
I've been Stephen Merlino. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click subscribe to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content.
I've been Emily Tank. Thank you all for watching us and letting us ascend on our next step into godhood.
Oh, it's going to be hard to pull Caliph out of that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you don't have to.
It's like I granted her fondest wish or something.
Yeah, I'm really worried about what happens when Sturge finds out that there's a way to consume entire universes worth of magic, but we'll see. I've been Randy Henderson. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out our Extra Life page. I'm sure it's linked in the chat there, and we'll be in the doobly-doo and stuff, I'm sure. And yep, we do all have incentives and stuff. I think I'm I'll critique stories and stuff for you. Others have different stuff, so check it out. Check out Yang Yang's awesome story in Lightspeed magazine. Woo! And then come join us over on the Discord and hang out and chat about those things, chat about the game, chat about your hobbies and life and whatever you'd like to chat about. It's a great community. We all hang out and support each other. And then if you're new to the stream, check out our website where you can find information on all the players, characters, NPCs, recaps of all our past episodes, and get all caught up and figure out what the heck is going on. Which
And
I mean,
tell us.
we occasionally go back to the website. What the heck is no? So thank you all for watching. It's been a blast. See you all next week, and until then, stay scrawly.